Ralph Fiennes.
Rafe.
Oh, wait. Rafe?
Rafe Fiennes.
Is that an L?
It is.
That's how you spell it. It's Rafe Fiennes.
Rafe Fiennes?
Rafe Fiennes.
How many Fiennes are there?
2.
What's the other one?
Joseph.
I thought maybe there was a third Fiennes. And that one was Ralph and one was Rafe. Because I've heard the name Rafe Fiennes.
I used to think there was a third Olsen. I thought it was Mary, Kate, and Ashley.
But it's really Mary Kate, Ashley, and Emily?
Yeah.
Is it
Wait, not Emily. What's her name?
Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch.
Elizabeth.
Laugh is
Elizabeth,
killing me
yeah.
right now.
Mary Kate.
And Ashley.
What's up to all our sidekicks and henchfolk out there, otherwise known as the cult populace in the Geek Nation? Thank you for tuning into the Cultpop Podcast Live, episode 130. Noel hates it. If you're new here, this is a place where we talk about movies and comics and TV and the proper placement of a bleached skull and all the other things that scratch that nerdy itch.
Tonight, we are broadcasting to you from Young Junk headquarters, a bomb-ass podcast studio here in Philadelphia, PA. You didn't do the Young Junk.
Young Junk!
Thank you.
I'm your host, JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA. 19127.
There it is.
A super rad comic shop which caters to nerdy and nerd-adjacent individuals of all shapes, sizes, and genders. With me tonight is a constant presence. No.
Hey.
Hey.
I am outstaying my welcome by about 6 or 7 years.
I asked him.
Not for me yet. I've only known you for like 2 or 3.
We're still in good
We're
terms.
still working on it. Yeah, nice.
We're still in good. We're still on solid ground.
Hell yeah.
We're shaky.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
like what's that scene from High Fidelity where he's like, they started, what was it? I hired them for 1 day a week 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and then they just started showing up every day.
I was like, I could paint that.
Oh my God, that's right. Let me hold on.
Wait,
You guys, hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
I want to know the lore.
I want to tell Alice, you guys, you can listen in if you want.
Shh. Hold on.
So we had known each other from the Colonial Movie Theater where I used to do posters and they had screenings of cool
I
stuff.
think we would just talk every once in a
Yeah, it
while.
was like you would be over there and I'd be over here and I'd be like, that guy. And so starting my new shop
Who would eyeball me
at
across
the
street was
comic
very
shop,
weird.
starting my comic shop, I was there in Manioc at a tiny, tiny, tiny little place. And I was in there, I guess, just painting. And he walked by and was like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh, hi. Ooh, you look vaguely familiar for some reason. I don't know why.
So yeah, you
and he's
eyeball
like,
at the Colonial.
Hey, do you want some help painting your store? And he
I
helped me.
I remember it differently.
Oh. I
There was-
am notoriously
No, hang on. There was a conversation.
unreliable
There was
as a
a
narrator.
couple conversations before that. So like
Enjoying all of
I was in between jobs and I was literally sitting out in front of Volo, a local coffee shop here, drinking coffee, reading comic books. And you walked by
love.
and you were like, "Oh, hey." And like, "Oh yeah,
That's
your
right.
name."
Okay.
And then we reintroduced ourselves even though we knew each other and was just like, "Oh, yeah." And you were talking about how your wife owns a shop, a salon over there. You're going to open up here over here. And I was just like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then
I forgot all about that.
hitting like running into each other 2 or 3 times and it was just like, yeah, I could paint because I literally
he did.
all
He
I was
could.
doing was like job
This is the
searching during the
cutest,
day
meet
and then like reading comics in the afternoons. I was just like, yeah, I could paint shelves.
You
I could
never
paint
knew your
awning.
guys' lore.
Yeah. And then I just didn't leave the shop.
That's right. Now he's
Yeah.
just here forever.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
I love it.
Anyway,
more importantly than friendship, also here with us tonight is the host of your other favorite podcast, Inside the Morgue. And
Hold on.
it's
He just said more important than friendship, as if you're not friendship.
well, more
I
important.
want you to know
hang
that
on.
you are friendship.
More importantly than our friendship,
Your friendship with us. There it is.
Aw,
All right.
Okay.
Nailed it.
it was
Good save.
It was
Good
in
save,
between the
good
lines.
save.
Yeah.
Good save. Hi. Did I do that?
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh, buddy.
And most importantly of all, in the booth is our expert producer, Dylan.
Dylan.
What up?
Dylan, if anyone that is watching and or listening wants to know more about Young Junk and the services they provide, where can they inquire?
Look at the bottom of your screen, Dylan@youngjunk.com. That's my email. Hit that
I
up
think
and
it's-
you'll
I-
get to me.
Is it up here?
We ca-
I never
can-
know.
I think
Can-
it's under Dylan now.
Can you ask the graphics department? I'm going to throw an audible. I just want the phone number to show up,
Phone number.
and the email address to just like come out of my pocket.
All right, I
Like
just got in
dust.
touch with the graphics department.
And they said, no.
They said no.
Yeah.
They're
Do they want me to
busy.
do it tighter into the camera?
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
I don't think they want you to do it at all. I'm
No?
sorry. Yeah.
Because I, you know what? Can you give me their number directly? I'll
Yeah,
ask.
I will. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It's the same number as my number. So yeah.
Wait a second.
Hold on. Tonight we'll be discussing the number one horror movie in the country
How to
and
Train Your Dragon.
long-awaited sequel
Lilo and Stitch.
28 years later. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been up to this past week in a segment I call What's Poppin', and maybe some listener email and or comments in the chat.
We'll wait for them.
We're going to wait. No, I'm just kidding. And a gentle reminder before we start, if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if you're watching later, you can do all that too.
We love a little back and forth, so pipe up in the chat and or send us emails at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Speaking of emails, we got letters.
Oh, we have a letter?
We got lots and lots and lots and lots of letters. This is called...
Yo.
Yeah. A
Nailed
question I hope isn't weird.
I love weird questions.
Alice.
Wait.
It's for me.
Before you read it, what would be a weird question? For a stranger or, I mean, they're not a stranger, but a
They're
stranger.
not a stranger, but if they randomly ask my shoe size, it'd be a little weird.
Dude, I was about to say, can I buy your socks? We both went to the
No,
foot.
but you know what? The shoe size. So that is that's a giant red flag. Why would you want something I wore? But a shoe size is almost like on the line of innocuous, but
Yeah,
also
but like,
Maybe
why?
they want to
Why?
send you
Yeah.
free sneakers.
Or like I'd gaslight myself into being like, maybe it's not weird. But then I'm
Yeah.
like,
But is it weird? But maybe it's not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My line for what's weird is weird.
Yeah, nice. A question I hope isn't weird. Alice,
What's your shoe size?
do you have an email address?
Nope.
I just have a question on whether or not you have seen a specific horror movie I have in mind, but want to ask you directly without the guys potentially influencing you.
You.
If you haven't, that's us. They, like many others, except a few diehard fans, have pooped on it in the past.
We've pooped. Oh, so this is something that we have actively, that you've heard
we've
us
actively
poop on.
pooped.
Wait, okay, yeah.
Okay, so I thought it was just a preemptive, they might poop on it.
No, you have pooped on it.
Oh.
No, we've pooped. I apologize for
Shat
refusing.
on this movie.
And then she continues, I apologize for refusing to engage with social media, y'all.
No, it's okay.
People mocked my grandmother for refusing to use email and insisting on snail mail. Now I get heckled for rejecting social media and sticking to email. Ah, well. Pink.
You're the one that's doing it right.
You know what bothers me about this?
So
I need to know what this movie is, so I will.
What bothers me about this is that I'm a very sensitive sort. And it seems like we have pooped on something Pink likes so much that she doesn't even want to bring it up in our presence.
No.
And that makes me feel terrible.
I actually don't think it should make you feel terrible whatsoever. If anything, she knows her audience, which is us.
Yeah.
And she knows that we will go on a 5 to 10 minute tangent about what we thought of this movie. So this isn't they hurt my feelings. This is, I want your unfiltered opinion.
Yeah, I think she
Okay.
doesn't
I
want you guys
see.
to influence
Okay.
me.
No, not at all.
Because
She also knows I love a secret.
I try not to.
I'm so excited.
She loves the secret so much she doesn't even know her own shoe size.
I don't. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
to
Even from
everyone,
her.
even to me.
Even me. I just try shoes on. I rub the numbers off of shoes.
I close
and I
my
just try
eyes and just grab them at the store.
I just try not to yuck anyone's yum. That's all. Pink, I hope I have not yucked your yum. Is
I
basically the gist.
If it's yucking someone's yum, if me disagreeing with them is yucking someone's yum, I don't think I am.
Oh no, that's a different thing. Yeah.
But if I and I could do that vehemently.
you
We
poop on it.
did have to stop, if you recall, while we were talking about Twilight, to be like, hope you don't hate this. Because
No,
me and you
it
were
was
kind
actually
of
fun.
on the verge of yucking yum.
No, it was
but
fine.
we enjoyed the meal, even though we know it's trash.
Yeah.
So like that's
Well,
not
it's
yucking
trash,
someone's
not
yum.
garbage.
Right.
Yeah, it knows what it is.
Yes,
Twilight knows what the fuck it is and who it's for.
Yep.
that's
Right.
true.
For me.
Alice
was just
and
watching a
Alice adjacent
movie.
individuals.
Alice and people with
my
Alice's
God.
shoe size.
That brings us to the next segment, which I lovingly call Hey Colt Poppers, What's Poppin', wherein I asked my friends, colleagues,
And not Dylan.
and lovers
What?
what's poppin' for them this week. But I'm
Mean.
going to start with myself because this is a lead-in. So when we were talking about Twilight, it triggered a memory, which is very rare for me. And it was, someone was just in a movie talking about Twilight and they went to go see Twilight and in tears are like, it was so bad. But that's like how pathetic her life has become, is that she went by herself to see Twilight without her husband. And it was a bad experience. that movie is Crazy Stupid Love, which came out in 2011.
Love this movie.
And I'm revisiting older films from a bevy of decades. Because 2011, but we also did Pretty in Pink. I'm just revisiting older movies.
Does Pretty in Pink hold up?
Yeah, actually, kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's not one of the really, it's not the one where, I don't think that's the one, I only watched most of it. I don't think that's the one where they're like, I've got her panties.
No, that's
You know.
16 Candles.
Yeah.
I'm talking about so much as like the dynamics. So like what I like the most about, sorry, this isn't the movie we're talking
Yeah,
about.
Pretty in Pink, everybody.
What I like the most about Pretty in Pink is that the movie sets up Ducky as like, she's going to realize he's the one.
The best friend, yeah.
But the male that she is in love with,
Andrew McCarthy.
he is not a piece of shit.
Right.
Other movies would make him a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he's actually just a normal good dude.
Makes a bad decision, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's an okay fella.
He's not a predator.
He sticks up
He's
to her.
not-
he's rich
he's
and
not a predator.
sticks up for her to his friend who's always a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Spader.
Spader. James Spader.
Have you never
Of course, James Spader.
have you seen
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink?
Yes, I have. A while
Yeah.
ago.
But in my head, speaking of which, even in my head, I was like, oh, she winds up with Ducky. No.
Yeah.
The movie, she goes off with the guy, and I'm like, what? Ducky. Oh, you're supposed to go with Ducky. So anyway, yeah. Oh, so Crazy Stupid Love is a movie with Stephen Colbert. Colbert? No, Stephen Carell. Different Stephen. Sorry, guys. Stephen Carell. And, gosh. The guy who likes stunts.
It's Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone and
Emma Stone, yeah.
Julianne Moore
That's it.
and
That's right. Yeah.
David
So-
Koechner and
Julianne Moore and Steve Carell's characters, they're married and she wants a divorce. And he winds up going to a bar every night and just loudly sipping his vodka cranberry in like a big, just like clothes that are way too big for him. And he's drunk and he's telling everybody at the bar who will listen, and even people who won't listen, that she slept with Kevin Bacon in the
Oh, yeah.
movie. The gentleman is there every night, hears him, calls him over and says, hey, I know what happened in your life and I shouldn't because we're in a bar and we're strangers. Maybe shut up. But also I'm going to help you because you're a schlub and I'm incredibly hot and go home with women every night. Would you like some help? And it's one of those movies where the super sexy guy is helping the schlubby guy get more confidence. But there's something very charming about this movie that not every movie of this ilk has. And there's even like a little twist at the end that I really enjoyed involving
so fun.
Nana. And even having seen the movie in 2011 when it came out, watching it this week, I was still like, oh my God, that's right. What a great twist that is. It's just a super fun rom-com movie that I think still holds up.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys have experience with this movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
love this movie.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love this
adorable.
movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's earnest.
hmm
It's not lecherous and it's earnest.
I like when she sees Ryan Gosling shirtless for the
You're
first time. He's like, it's like
Photoshop.
Photoshopped.
Yeah, yeah.
But the movie's not lecherous. It's even the
Yeah.
character that is like the Hound is actually not
hmm
it's not it's
He's not a piece of shit.
it's not lecherous. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gross, but it deals with potentially gross things. It's like really well done.
And there's this,
Very funny
you know,
movie.
while he's teaching Stephen Carell how to get a woman to go home with him, one of the rules is he Miyagi's him, right? And one of the things is always talk about her. It's on her to talk about herself. You never talk about yourself. And there's a sequence where Emma Stone and he are in bed, and it's such a cute scene because she specifically goes to that bar to get him to take her home to bed, and they wind up just talking instead of having sex and just getting to know each other. And he says, can I ask you a favor? Could you do me a kindness? Can you just ask me about myself? And he never talks about himself. And so she asks a question and he's finally able to just like have a conversation like a human being.
Mm.
So it's a nice little breakthrough for the character.
Mm.
But then the end is one of those over the top rom-com endings, but I think it really works.
I've seen that ending on TikTok over and over again,
Mhm.
or like in Reels, they always show that ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, you,
hmm
you're her what?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
It's-
I get it.
Yeah. It's very silly, but I really enjoyed
It's
it.
sitcom-y. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the show.
Hi, welcome.
We're starting all over.
Cult Populist.
Yeah.
Populism is a political ideology about people against
No,
perceived
the
elites.
populace.
Populus, not. I think you said cult populist.
No. Like
Okay.
the population,
Because I would
fandom.
actually say, I was gonna be like, oh, don't say that because that's
not cult
that's weird.
populist.
Yeah, that's
No.
like
The populace of
we're against
that are in the
these
cult.
or them. Yeah, the cult population. I got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. All
That's
right,
all.
great.
Yeah.
Danny Bowder's in the
Fantastic.
chat saying,
Words
cult
matter.
populist. I don't get, no. I vaguely remember Crazy Stupid Love that the leads didn't have a lot of chemistry. Wait, which leads? Because I think,
No,
got
he's,
He goes
keep
on.
reading. Keep
Oh,
reading.
I am thinking of an entirely different movie.
Yeah.
I was thinking of No Strings Attached.
I agree with no strings attached.
I agree with
No
that too.
chemistry.
But everyone
Yeah.
in this movie has chemistry.
No Strings Attached is the same fucking movie as the other ones. Friends with like there,
Friends with
there,
Benefits,
there was like
yeah.
4
Yeah.
movies at the same time of just 2 pretty people who fuck,
Yeah.
and it was just like, okay, I get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood thought they had a good idea all at
7
the same
times.
time.
Yeah.
and all of them came out with like a
It's
month
the
of each other.
classic, Bugs Life, Ants.
Bugs Life is superior. Classic
Ants-
Bugs Life ant scenario.
But I'm saying like 2 movies come out that are the same,
Yeah.
right?
You mean you don't like Woody Allen movies?
Ooh, no, I don't.
Because Ants is a Woody Allen movie.
I like Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life, even though it has Kevin Spacey.
And it's
Seven
basically
Samurai.
Seven.
Anyway,
Hey,
Oh, hey, yeah.
Alice, what was popping for you this week? I know what it is,
you know
but
what
it's a
it is?
secret.
It's a secret.
I'm not
We
going to
have
tell
never-
you.
and we have never mentioned this movie on
Yeah,
the show.
I don't
before.
think you guys have heard of it.
You out there have probably never heard of it either.
Never
heard
talked
of
about it.
Really cool indie film.
It's a little one.
I was invited to a movie night at JD's. I had a wonderful time. We watched this like really low key movie called Sinners. It's brand new.
Never heard of it. What's it about?
Never
Nope.
heard of it. And anyway, freaking amazing.
So
I've
you
been
hadn't seen it
dying.
before.
I'd never seen it before. I've been dying to see it. I just couldn't find the time. I had a busy work schedule, and I was so excited when you invited me over to watch it with friends. And it was so good,
Mm-hmm.
better than I could have imagined.
Can I
I got my arms ready.
ask
I'm ready.
what was? I know what you drank. I know what you ate. I don't care. What was the? I'm gonna. That was a preface for me to like get to the answer I want to hear, not paint the picture for me.
Okay.
What
Arms are
was the presentation like? Was everybody just glued and quiet? Was it dark? Was it because
Good
a
lighting.
movie night is sometimes a participatory thing?
Mhm.
This movie doesn't feel like it's a participatory movie. It's a fucking lock it in movie. So what was it like?
So as the presenter,
Yeah.
wasn't ideal.
I'm
we
gonna
did-
watch
we
it again,
had,
but
we had
I-
a lot of we had all the seats out. I bought a lot of snack. I'll tell you all about the food and the drinks.
You're gonna hear about it.
And then my son who was 4 was kind of in the room on Minecraft, and he every so often he would just sort of like giggle or like talk to Minecraft.
It was kind of funny. It was always at like
yeah.
really gruesome parts, and then you just hear like a little kid
Like,
giggling in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually creepy. I love it.
because he's in Minecraft killing animals. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was also I it's my kid, but I thought it was kind of cute.
It was.
Nobody seemed too put out, but we dimmed the lights. We had a nice big TV. We all sat. We had
Had
every
popcorn.
snacks, and we made homemade popcorn. I'm sorry, Sushan made homemade popcorn because she's amazing.
Well, I meant more.
Had the sound
I
bar on.
I wasn't saying like, did you control the space? I meant more like, if the movie's not as good, those distractions are enough to derail people's
No,
enjoyment.
you know,
The movie is, it's an intense movie. So
Solid.
like, even with
Yeah.
things, it's like,
fantastic.
you lock
I
in.
will say, every so often, one of us would make a tiny little something, a little comment,
I
but
did
not
that.
enough to like ruin. Not enough. It wasn't like people at the theater just yelling at the screen. You know what
Like
I mean? You would
the
have hated it.
ice cream.
Like the ice cream. Yeah, there's a whole ice cream.
I mean,
bit
if it was the
in movie.
first time I ever saw it, I'd probably be like, come on.
Yeah.
But not.
Anyway,
So,
loved
yeah,
it.
So you
Highly
like the movie?
recommend.
Yeah.
Everybody should watch it.
Need snack details, baby.
Oh, you got the long hot chips or whatever?
I did. You didn't want to hear about the snacks,
No,
but the
no, no,
the
hang on,
potato
hang on.
chips
Okay.
are long
We can have a
hot.
snack conversation. I just asked a question knowing I wanted that answer first, not don't ever tell me about what you ate. It was. No,
I'm just kidding.
Potato chips. They were long hot. They were long hot flavor with provolone, and they were wonderful.
what was the brand?
Hers, maybe. I don't know. But they were delicious, and we had Oreo-flavored Oreos.
Oh, that doesn't compete.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's an Oreo
Cookies
that
and
is
cream.
cookies and cream filling. So it's
So
Oreo-flavored Oreos.
but Oreo-flavored Oreos could just be Oreos, though.
They could, yes.
Yeah, so that's what I was like.
But these are,
Were you
cookies
just
and
being-
cream
were
flavored
you just
Oreos.
being cute?
Yes.
We had normal Oreos
No,
by saying
No.
Oreo-flavored
I wouldn't
Oreos.
put that past me. I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Danny Bowder says, Sinners absolutely blew me away
Yes.
and need the snack details. I also made 7 and 7s for everybody who wanted one, and everyone liked them. They
And
were
his
delicious.
4-year-old son.
And,
And
yeah.
Yep.
In a sippy cup, though. Don't freak out.
Yeah, you couldn't spill it.
Yeah.
You'd waste a
I'm
drop.
not going to give him a full tumbler. He likes to toss stuff.
Yeah. And everybody was hooting and hollering at the very, very end.
It was good. It
We're
was
all
really,
like,
really good.
yeah.
Really good time.
I'm looking forward to rewatching it. So
Yeah.
I wasn't able to join because I had bubble guts all weekend. But more so than that, I know that my wife would not have gone.
That's a shame.
So hold on. It's only because if she does horror, anything horror related at all, it has to be during the daytime. Period.
Fair enough.
And
Mhm.
especially vampires.
Mm.
She still has covers up vampires. Yeah,
kidding.
vampires are
Oh.
a no-go for her.
Unless it's
More
Twilight.
so than
I've watched that at your house.
that's not really vampires.
How dare you?
We're
those-
fighting.
Those are like statue tweens. Those
It's
aren't
so
really
funny.
vampires.
There's something in me that doesn't think. I mean, of course there are exceptions, but vampire movies to me don't feel like horror movies that are too horrific for people, except for maybe Nosferatu, because that is a very intense experience. But when I'm thinking about just vampire movies, yeah, they're horror movies, but for some reason I consider those like a soft horror, as opposed to, I don't know, maybe something more like gorier. Like this is a very gory movie, but for some reason, I hate that I'm about to say this. It feels slightly elevated. It doesn't feel like a horror movie. It feels like a horror movie plus more.
How would you define horror? Because that's where the distinction will be made.
Yeah.
Things get under Sam's skin.
Yeah.
Eerie, atmospheric. It's not about like, even if there's no jump scares, if it's under her skin, a phone ringing will like tense her up, or somebody just slamming a door that's not supposed to be a jump scare.
Sure, yeah.
So I pre-ordered the movie. I know that I'm gonna watch it again. I'm like,
On Blu-ray?
yeah, it's coming. Little John.
Nice.
I gotta get one.
And she was just like, I'll sit and watch it with you, but it's gonna be like a weekend day and us.
I love that.
I was
though.
like,
Good.
great.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
So like it probably would have just been me stopping in and being like, hey everybody, I'm gonna go shit at home.
I'm not going to answer what is a horror movie, but I will respond to, I think this movie is more than a horror movie, and it can appeal to people who don't enjoy horror movies.
Yes,
That's how I feel about
it
this
transcends genre definitions. But but
Yes.
when you were saying like it's gruesome, is scary, is not that, I was just like, well, horror.
Yeah.
Some people are like think that we were talking about it before. Beau is Afraid is a horror movie because it's tense and unnerving, even though there's no horrific elements or horror elements or genre elements.
Requiem
like-
for a Dream, I think, falls in that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, ooh.
It's So like, how would you define horror?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Even the movie we talk about today,
Yes.
some people would not call it
Yeah, I could see that.
traditionally horror.
Yeah.
But
Robert
before,
Patey.
Oh, sorry.
Robert Patey's in the chat saying Oreo-flavored Oreos is kind of a hat on a hat. It 100% is. I think
Yep.
it is super funny that there are cookies and cream flavored Oreos.
I was at the store yesterday and I almost bought Selena Gomez Oreos for us.
And then you didn't
No.
because you had bubble
What
guts.
is a Selena
Yeah,
Gomez Oreo?
What?
What does that mean?
It's cinnamon flavored cream
Wait,
So, like, cinnamon
What's the
Oreos?
cookie?
cookie or Oreo cookie.
Like chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Oreo chocolate?
Or whatever flavor that is.
Yeah, to me, an Oreo cookie is a chocolate wafer with the stuff inside. I do not truck with the vanilla wafer.
No.
cookies.
I
hate those.
mean the Oreo cookie, the cookie wafer, the normal Oreo cookie. It's
Oh,
not chocolate.
It's brown.
It's like
brown
a-
flavored.
It's not chocolate flavored at all. It's its own
Right.
effing thing.
Yeah, they're
So when people are like, do you like the chocolate Oreos or the vanilla Oreos? I'm like, is it Oreo
Yeah.
chocolate?
it's an Oreo
It's an
actually.
Oreo.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
Clip this. Let's. No, I'll pick them up next time. I'll see if I
Alright,
can.
cool.
We'll
If I
have-
see them first, I'll grab them.
and
I'll
we'll
text you.
we'll talk
You know
about
what?
our favorite
Also,
Selena Gomez songs.
Since we're doing this,
Eh?
if you see the Super Mario Brothers Oreos, please get them because
Good
I've been
luck.
trying to find them for my son.
Good luck.
Aw.
He
I
loves
never
Oreos and Mario Brothers.
Just go online.
Oh, okay.
You're never going to see them in person.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
Since you're talking right now, why don't
Yeah.
you tell us what was popping for you this week?
Well, every like once or twice a month, movie theaters are doing their little mystery screenings where you don't know what it's going to be. You pay $5, you go see it.
Which is such a fun idea.
It's a fun
I
idea,
love this.
but it's burned us a lot. Sometimes it's like a decent movie. Most times it's awful, like absolutely abjectly awful.
We saw that one. It was like
Mafia
the
Mama.
Mafia Mom. Blah.
It was absolute trash. Directed by Catherine Hardwicke, the director of Twilight One, Twilight Saga,
And starring what's her name?
Twilight
She's
Saga.
so great.
Twilight.
Is the first one just Twilight?
First one's just Twilight, and then the next are all the other ones are like Twilight Saga New Moon, Twilight Saga Eclipse, Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2.
So it's the Twilight Saga Eclipse, not Eclipse the Twilight Saga. Interesting.
I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't. Anyway, this time it was Jurassic World Rebirth. So we all got to see a pretty big major motion picture 2 weeks before it comes out,
Hell
which was
yeah.
cool as hell. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
So like I assume that they will do this every once in a blue moon, like a big movie everyone wants to see, and then 6 to 8 months of like direct to video shit.
Yeah.
Just to like kind of chase that high of like, oh, you're gonna see something important.
Yeah.
Important. So I got to see Jurassic Park early. Jurassic World.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm gonna call
Early.
them Jurassic Parks forever now. They're all Jurassic Park movies. My
Penny
nephew.
Pretzel.
Hey, Penny.
Penny Pretzel.
My nephew yells at me when I say Jurassic Park. He's like, "You mean Jurassic World?" Because he's only ever really seen
Mm-hmm.
the Owen Grady ones.
What?
Yeah. He's like, "No, it's a Jurassic World movie." I was like, "Yeah, it's Jurassic Park,
Ew.
buddy. It's Jurassic Park." No, it's. I was like, "All right, not the one that was
No,
here."
hold on. Has
The
he
little
never
one.
seen Jurassic Park?
I don't know, but he was very obsessed with. I actually accidentally hurt his feelings at the last one.
Did you yuck his yum?
Not intentionally. Maybe I don't know. It was weird. It was
Maybe.
Wait, maybe I did mean to do it.
no,
Hold on. Let me
not
think.
intentionally. I was answering the question before I.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just
Jurassic World Dominion. I did not like.
Mm.
It's,
that was the previous one.
yeah. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes of
That's so much. movie.
2 disparate plots of their own movie that are inorganically shoved at each other with nothing new to say in between.
Never seen it.
But it had a couple of really cool sequences and ideas. You know, like dinosaurs have been around for a while, so there's obviously a black market of people selling dinosaurs and dinosaur paraphernalia and all kinds of shit. And they go, that's cool. I was like, why isn't the movie this,
Yeah.
not this other dumb shit about locusts? Look it up or go see it. But we were all as a family together, and Sam loves dinosaur movies.
Oh.
Hates vampires. Loves dinosaurs.
There's one thing about Sam.
I might say that the first Jurassic Park feels a little bit like a horror movie.
Very much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So does this one.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, they were just like, Uncle Noel, did you see Jurassic World? Did you like it? I was like, it was all right. Oh, I was like, yeah. I mean, it wasn't as my favorite, but it was all right. Oh, he's just like,
oh.
he floated away in sadness.
Oh.
And my brother was like, he loved it. I was like, oh, I'm sure.
Dominion?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, it was really bad. And he was like, I know it was.
He's like-
So I learned a lesson that day.
Oh.
You can't have
boy.
critical conversations with children.
to be fair, that wasn't a critical conversation. It was all right.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You're right.
I didn't break into like why narratively it was a terribly structured film. Like-
and you should feel bad for liking it.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah.
You're the dumb masses that they make it for. Anyway, Jurassic World. What? I don't care if you're 9. Jurassic World Rebirth. It was very, very well
I like,
done.
did you look to go see if he's over there?
Yeah,
I like.
Wait, he's 9?
he's here all the time.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's been here all week.
He
He's
doesn't.
been helping Dylan.
He lives here, right?
Yeah. He's been helping Dylan. Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey from Wicked. He's great.
Vera?
Mahershala Ali,
I like him.
and cannon fodder,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
and a Mexican family. It was so simple. The whole movie was just efficient, simple, well done. And it started, the opening sequence was straight fire horror movie. Like, to the point they show a piece of the clip in the trailer
I haven't seen
of basically just like a random guy begging for his life And it's so emotionally effective and really, really like almost, this is a family movie and it shouldn't be there.
Wow.
Like it was really effective.
Okay.
And it like, they don't show
Does the dinosaur go easy on him?
Yeah,
Because he begs for his life.
the dinosaur just like, okay.
You're fine.
You said
My
Please,
bad. Or he's just like Snickers and he gives him his candy bar. It's great. Product placement. And then there's just like a big red Jurassic World logo that just like comes in like a horror movie, and then there's no titles. I was like, this is cool.
Oh, all right.
And then it was cool from there. Also too, we talked about this. You're not a giant fan, but Scarlett Johansson just kind of crushed it.
Great.
She is just a steadfast lead. And there's one sequence specifically, like everyone's got a history in the movie, but the movie doesn't bother with, I'm going to give you 40 minutes of exposition for every single character. There's this one sequence where they're all on a boat and her and Mahershala Ali obviously have a history with each other. They're both mercenaries. And they just have a very sparse 3-minute exchange with each other, catching up of like, hey, I really hope you made it work out with that person. And he was like, well, we decided to go our separate ways because we just kept seeing the boy when we looked at each other.
Oh.
And then like,
Okay.
it's these little things of just like half exchanges with humans,
Yeah.
and you're emotionally invested.
I love that.
More so than 3 full movies of Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And I still didn't care because there was no like actual emotional investment in the script.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like
Wonderful.
it was a very classic Hollywood movie.
I'm excited to see this now.
I
wasn't going to bother.
I was, and also too, 3rd best Jurassic World Park movie, 3rd best Jurassic Park movie. And you don't have to see anything past part 2.
Great.
It literally just has a title card and it tells you 32 years ago this happened.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so user friendly.
We had another experience like that this week. Yeah. With the movie we're going to talk about tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would highly recommend it. It was really fun movie.
Danny says, Mafia Mom with Toni Collette, question marks? Yes, that's the one.
It was pretty awesome.
It's an interesting thing when
I
you're a
didn't see it.
fan of an actor and you go in wanting to support that actor, and then you just go, why did that actor sign on for this?
It looked like they were having fun.
Yeah. I believe she's also the producer.
She got paid.
Yeah, she did.
The reason.
So yeah, that is the one with Toni Collette. What a bummer.
It was pretty awful. It didn't know what it wanted to be. Like it was like a weird rom-com vibes, and then all of a sudden, there
Very
was
brutal.
body
right?
parts.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it's
very
just
aggressively
hardcore brutal.
Tell
violent.
me
It was very brutal.
Anyway, that's what was popping with us for this week. We'll finish that now. So we'll move on to the next part of the show.
You can just go segue.
Segue! 28 years later.
Wait, oh, that's the secret word.
So-
Oh,
Yay! You're yucking my yum, says Danny. Damn it! I'm sorry.
Oh my God! You did it. You
20
did the thing.
Danny, he's gonna be thinking about that all week.
I am a very sensitive sort.
He's gonna be thinking about it all
Thank
week.
you.
Welcome.
Yes,
And-
touch is my love language.
Physical touch.
Yes.
Real quick.
I don't
Oh.
care. It works. In
He's into
fact, thank you.
it.
I'm half staff.
I'm going to need some napkins over here, Dylan. Give me a mop.
Oh, you finished.
Yeah. 28 Years Later is rated R. It's in theaters now. Go to it. Written by Alex Garland and Danny Boyle. Directed by Danny Boyle. Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer. Is he a newcomer?
She?
Oh, shoot. I'm thinking of the kid. Ralph Fiennes, Jack O'Connell, and Alfie Williams.
Rafe.
Williams.
Rafe.
Oh.
Rafe.
Wait. Wait.
Rafe. Yeah.
Rafe?
Rafe.
Rafe
Fiennes.
Fiennes.
Is that an L?
It is.
That's how you spell it. It's Rafe
It's-
Fiennes.
Rafe
Rafe
Fiennes?
Rafe Fiennes.
You know, this whole time I thought that there were, how many Fiennes are there?
2.
What's the other one?
Joseph.
Joseph Fiennes. I thought maybe there was a third Fiennes. And
I used to
that
think
one
there was
was
a
Ralph
third-
and one was Rafe. Because I've heard the name Rafe Fiennes.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was Ralph.
I used to think there was a third Olsen. I thought it was Mary Kate and Ashley.
But it's really Mary Kate, Ashley, and Emily.
Yeah.
Is it
Wait, not Emily. What's
What?
her name?
Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch.
Elizabeth.
Laugh is
Elizabeth,
killing me
yeah.
right now.
Mary Kate
And
Olsen. There's
Yeah.
3 of them. Mary,
It was Mary, Kate,
Ashley,
and
Mary
Ashley.
Kate, Ashley,
I thought there
and
were
Olsen.
3.
There are 17 Full House kids.
How wooed. It's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped from a biological weapons laboratory. Still living in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amid the infected. One such group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single, heavily defended causeway. When one of them decides to venture into the dark heart of the mainland, he soon discovers a mutation that has spread to not only the infected, but other survivors as well. Rotten Tomatoes has it as a 89% with a 64% audience score. Metacritic has it as a 76%, and Cinema Score says B.
Yeah.
I don't look at any of those sites.
Well, I mean, they're good conversation pieces. I usually do look at the Rotten Tomato scores, but only the critic scores, because I will go in there and actually read like approved critics stuff.
I like to look at the audience stuff.
I
Rotten Tomatoes.
was going to text you the other day and ask you to send me your favorite reviewers. When you are reading reviews, you're not going to Rotten Tomatoes to read those reviews.
No, I got a couple.
I
got a couple that I like.
Websites. That
Either
have
websites
reviewers.
or some of them are they're not YouTubers, but they're like radio hosts and they post their stuff on YouTube.
Send me some. Vicious Marshmallows in the chat saying Eno Bambino's Chinos is a hit.
Oh, hey, with who the
look at last week's episode of this.
Is it a hit?
It's a hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask my friends their experiences with
He means
28 days later,
Well, you're
as
my
well
friend,
as 28 weeks later. No,
Friends. You're his friend and I'm your friend. So it's just friends. But it doesn't imply we're all
a
friends with
friend
each
of
other.
my friend is my enemy, is the old saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Enemy, what
Yeah.
did you think of 28 days later and 28 weeks later? And then were you excited about 28 years later?
28 days later came out when I was in college and we all obsessed over it.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Mhm.
28 weeks later, I've successfully still never seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Successfully.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Actively avoided it.
I wanted to see it and didn't get a chance to, and then just years passed, and then I've honestly, the best I've heard is that it's decent.
Yeah.
And
It's decent.
but the worst has been much lower than that, with no one actually actively being like, "Oh, you got to totally see this."
Yeah.
Also, at most, I heard like somebody told me like, "Great opening, such a good opening."
The
then-
rest.
Yeah.
What about the other hour and a half?
Yeah.
So like it kept flying by, and then I knew that it wasn't necessary for this one, so I was like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
I also knew that Danny Boyle wasn't a part of it. Now there was Alec Garland, so who cares? And then this movie.
And then were you excited about this movie? See, you already
Only-
skipped the one sequel.
Only because of the creative team.
Yeah.
The
The original team is back.
If they told me, well, we're just gonna make a 28 years later, isn't it a great pitch? Yeah. But then it was like, randos or some TV people or something, then I would be like, I mean, when 28 Days Later came out in 2002, we had potentially almost decades of no outbreak and or zombie-esque content. It went away for a while. Like I think in the 90s there's some direct-to-video shit, but if we're talking about something that actually was a part of the zeitgeist in regards, there was nothing for a while.
It was 28 Days Later that kicked off like the non-ending zombie.
28 Days
Wow.
Later beget the Dawn of the Dead's remakes, and then
kidding.
that beget them financing the next George Romero movie, and then that beget Walking Dead, and it really was like the spark of this generation.
I don't think I had that timeline down.
So it's a forebear, even though not a zombie movie.
Not a zombie movie
At all.
I don't like calling them zombies. In my notes here, they're just the infected.
The infected.
And it's a rage virus.
It deals with some tropes in so much as how people react, but that's it.
This was also the beginning of the fast zombie, right?
Yes, even though not a zombie.
You know what I'm saying.
But that was also like a point of contention in regards to the Dawn of the Dead remake, like the idea of 28 Days Later did it, why can't this do it? And it's just like, well, I mean, if we're talking about like mechanics of, then like short bursts of a dead body, I guess, but these aren't not dead people, they're people. that are just like filled with
But it did
all
create
rage testosterone.
the fast zombie.
Sure. I think it
Version.
introduced the idea of it into
Yeah.
the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
So I was excited about them coming back because honestly, they've never been super like Alex Garland, who has gone on to become a director himself.
Men.
Men, Ex Machina, Civil War. He wrote Dread. So like Alex Garland is his Annihilation. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alex Garland is his own career and his own thing.
Yeah.
Danny Boyle has gone on to make a billion other amazing movies also, including revisiting Trainspotting and
T2.
It was actually really good.
It was
I
good.
liked
It was
lot.
really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Slumdog Millionaire, the Steve Jobs movie, 1,000 other things that are great that I'm not even mentioning. So them coming back, they obviously wanted to do something.
Yeah.
So that was what was intriguing.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
And then that's it.
Go.
Do you talk about the new one yet?
Not yet.
Go ahead.
Alice is going to tell us her thoughts on 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later.
28 Days Later, and I know we just said it's not a zombie movie, but this whole genre for a while was something I actively avoided for some reason. Like as horror-wise, I loved horror movies.
Like
but
Undead?
Yeah, besides vampires.
Except
But,
vampires and
it wasn't until I was in college somebody introduced me to The Walking Dead and I got obsessed with that kind of stuff. And so that's when I watched 28 Days Later. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite zombie movies. Infected movies. And then 28 Weeks Later, I forgot I had seen it until we were talking about it in the shop the other day. And you're like, have you seen the sequel? I was like, no, I don't think I have. And you pulled up the cast and I'm looking at it and I was like, I have seen a movie like this with Jeremy Renner in it. And I'm like, you're describing it to me. I'm like, I have seen this movie.
Yeah.
And I just left
I
my
had
brain.
forgotten the
It was
cast of this movie.
very
Imogen
forgettable for me,
Poots,
apparently. Yeah.
Idris Elba,
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner, several other people.
It just-
Trainspotting. Robert Carlyle, who I love.
Yeah. It left my memory.
Yeah.
Whereas 28 Days Later will never leave my memory.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
got a
God,
place
so good.
in my soul.
So good.
Dawn of the Dead remake was 2004. Shaun of the Dead was 2004.
Shaun of the Dead's so good.
World War Z was 2013. Walking Dead started in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really was. That was even Zombieland was 2000.
That actually might be my favorite zombie movie.
It's very good. I never saw
it's
the
a cute
second
one.
one.
Neither did I.
I think I'm okay with
Or
it.
maybe I
It's-
have.
it's
I
fine.
didn't know I
Right,
saw
yeah.
28 Weeks later.
Let me tell you the cast and then you'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Best viewers on streambo.com.
Keep going.
My experience is much the same, I think, as Noel's. Is it came out and it made an indelible mark on me.
Yeah.
As far as horror movies and sort of the kinetic, frenetic camera movements and the editing and
No, keep going.
it's so much about that movie I love. It's the first time I ever saw, I think, Cillian Murphy, and for the longest time was it Cillian? Is it Cillian?
Mhm.
Because it's a C, not a K.
Right.
But Killian sounds cooler. So yeah, I absolutely love that movie, and it's from the director of Trainspotting, another movie that made a big mark on my youth. So I actually had not seen it in a very long time, and went back last week because we were going to be talking about this one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and revisit 28 Days Later, and it is still such a fucking masterpiece. I love this movie. Not because of the gore or the infected, but it does a very difficult thing when it comes to horror films, which is make you care for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
There is a found family sequence in the middle of 28 Days Later that is so heartfelt and it feels real. And Brendan Gleeson
Brendan Gleeson.
as the dad just steals the emotional
You're talking about when they're going
Wait.
shopping.
of this, of them, and and the music that comes out, the music on that movie is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shopping trip that they have, just them in the apartment when they're first meeting each other and having their little conversations, and then going to the ruins on their way to go to the outpost.
Mhm.
There's such a lovely little sequence there where everyone is trying to sleep and Brendan Gleeson is awake, keeping watch. And they even let his little daughter take a Xanax, I think it is, so that they can all go to sleep. And we're then introduced to a dream sequence that Jim is having, the Cillian Murphy character. And then you see Gleason kind of just shake him a little bit. And he goes, it's okay. You're just having a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. And he looks up at him and he goes, thanks, Dad. This man that he's only known for like 3 days, maybe. And it gets me every time. And the look in Brendan Gleeson's eye, he clocks it and it means something to him. And it's such a lovely little note. And I love it. So when the shit goes down, I'm actively involved in their well-being. And just the way that, spoiler alert, the Brendan Gleeson's,
when it goes down, it's very tragic.
It's the worst. And even his reaction to it happening to him at the time is so good. So I love that movie. I will rewatch it any day of the week. And then I'm about halfway through 28 weeks later, which is fine.
We were talking about this before the show, Dylan and I. It looks like shit.
Oh, absolutely. That's part of the charm for me.
It's part of the charm for us because we saw it when it looked like shit. And the resolution is only like 360. And that's as high as it can go because they are 25-year-old digital cameras. So I do like people that may watch it for the first time today. It looks like shit. It's framed beautifully. It's edited wonderfully. It's actually got cinematography, but it doesn't get better. The quality of the picture is that bad. And that's okay.
To me, it felt very much like Blair Witch vibes, where it's just, I understand there is an omniscient cameraman there, but it feels like found footage to me.
Yes, but you could, in the instance of Blair Witch, you can upscale film and you can upscale VHS film. You can't upscale 360 digital picture. Like it'll never look that. It'll never. So we were talking they were talking about how people were complaining online about there being no there's no 4K of there's no 4K Blu-ray of 28 days later, and I'm like, they can't upscale it in any kind of proper way. If anything, just a clean version of it cropped and shitty on your big TV, because if it's blown up, it's going to look like hot trash ran through a cheese grater and then had soot just blown on it. Like it's lean into the shittiness of the shitty look of the movie because it's part of it. And that is something that they recaptured with this movie 30 years later or 20 something years later.
23.
There is a DIY guerrilla aesthetic that they captured without going like old school tech, which was really cool.
Let's get into 28 days later. We're not going to 28 years later. I'm going to do that so much, I'm sure. We're going to talk about our overall thoughts and then we'll get into spoilers. So fear not. No.
Yeah.
We'll start with you. Take us away, brother.
Overall.
Yes.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Net positive.
I like it more than I think. The more I think about it, the more I like it overall.
Yes.
While I was sitting there, the first 40 minutes, I was wondering why this movie exists. Because it was a retread of every fucking trope and sequence and chain of events that every single fucking zombie or zombie adjacent movie has ever done in the last 25 plus years. And I did not care. Why, oh why, did these two masters of their craft feel inspired to come back after 23 years to just do this? And then the movie became what it actually is too long in. And that movie, I think, is a masterpiece.
Okay. You're going to tell us in the spoilers when that happens? Great.
Absolute masterpiece. The entire second act into the third act is just revelatory. And then the last 5 minutes are fucking weird.
What was that?
Nice.
Yeah.
I have answers.
Okay, I know we have answers.
Because I did not have answers when I watched it. Alice.
Very similar feelings. I liked it a lot. But yeah, the first 40 minutes or so. Yeah,
it was a while.
It was a while.
It was a really
I'm
long
like,
first act.
I was like, all right, this is like every other zombie movie I've seen or infected movie.
Mhm.
And but yeah, it was beautifully shot. There were some beautifully
Yeah.
shot scenes, like, and I loved all the aerial shots, like
Mhm.
when you can see them like crawl, like if they're
Yeah.
sleeping somewhere and you see like
Yeah.
creep and I loved
Yeah.
all that.
Mhm.
And that happened a lot in the second act.
There
when he
is
was
quite a bit of bird's eye view shots. Yeah, like when they're
that
running down the
were-
causeway and all you can see is the
splashing.
splash, 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 splash. That
it was
I love that.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got more into it
Yeah.
after the first 40
Mhm.
minutes. I was very similar.
I would
was
say
like,
when-
oh, okay, here's the story.
I'm assuming we're all talking about when custody changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a custody change halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Even though I have some issues with that, but yeah.
What'd you think?
I much the same as Noel, I think, where watching it, okay. Yes, there are a lot of tropes that we've seen everywhere. But the relationship with the dad and his son and going down the causeway, or sorry, living in the village, right? The village island. I love all of that stuff.
That was
I
really cool
love
to
that
see.
village. I love that it feels real and lived in, and you could go to it during low tide. And I love the relationship between the dad and the son, and how the dad seems like he's just trying to do the right thing for his kid, even though he's taking him a little early.
Mhm.
I also understand why with what's going on with mom,
Mhm.
right? All of that stuff I really enjoyed, even though we did get a lot of been there, done that.
Super well done.
Yeah. But I was still emotionally in it,
Mhm.
you know? And then, yeah, the custody change happens, and I was like, oh, that was very quick. And then there's another sequence in there that just feels very, very fast. We'll call it
Yeah.
the boneyard.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but there's a boneyard
Sure.
sequence where I was like,
Ray Fiennes. Or
Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
All of that was very interesting, but
That was
fast.
one of my favorite bits.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that
say,
whole-
like, I didn't think
We'll get into
Fast.
spoilers with that,
I was
with what I mean.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I know what you're saying.
and then the last 5 minutes are what the fuck.
The
And
tone shift was
yeah,
yeah.
Sushan and I literally, the movie is happening, and we just keep in the dark going, like we're looking at each other, trying to figure out, are you seeing this? What is happening?
I've been trying to I saw it yesterday, and I've been trying to decide since then if I love it or hate it.
Right.
I still don't know.
I'm of the mind that I've come to understand that it is a reference.
Very much.
Oh, okay, maybe it's one that
It
Couple of
is a very specific reference to a very specific person. And that is fine. I'm glad that I know that. That has not to do with the tonal shift of the movie. It is a very specific movie this entire time. And then this much is a cartoon. And then they're just like, all right, done. And I also didn't know that it was going to be a trilogy.
Someone pointed out to me too that is also its own reference, not just the Jimmy Savile stuff.
Oh, okay.
The tonal change is also a
I
reference.
cannot wait. I cannot wait to
Oh
hear
yeah, I
this.
want to hear more
Great.
about that.
I'm
I had no
very
idea it was a
curious.
reference.
So I think we're good with the overall thoughts. Do you recommend the movie?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I
But
also recommend the
the
movie.
last 5 minutes though, would have been better served as a mid-credit sequence.
It's in my notes. I was like, I
Because
was going to ask you
the
guys.
tonal change would have
Yes.
would have not been jarring if it was separated by 2 minutes of credits.
Yep. 100%. That's so funny. That's in my notes.
Mhm.
Anyway, we all say go see it. I don't even think you need to see 28 Days Later.
No, not at all.
But if you have a choice to see 28 Days Later at home on your television or go to the theaters and see 28 Years Later, watch 28 Days Later. It is a masterpiece of infected filmmaking.
I'm gonna say the other way around.
Oh.
If you have to choose between the two, and for very specific reasons, this movie needs to be successful. So go see it in theaters.
That's a good point.
Streaming
That's a good
something for
point.
free that's 23 years old. Do that after you get home.
I'm just saying, if you got a
Plot-wise,
kid and you can't,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. If you're incapable of going to the movies to
Yeah.
do this while it's in presentation, don't.
the reason I say this,
But if
is,
you have to be, one's better than the other. Sure, but support this one now, and then that one you can watch all the time.
Sushan made a point. I was planning on going to see this by myself. Because generally I'm like, hey, is this a movie you're interested in? No? Okay, I'll go see it myself. If you're interested in it, we'll try to make it work so we can both go together. And she was like, oh no, I'd go see this. I was like, oh, okay, great. So we went together. And afterwards she was like, it's a bummer when that happens because that was time I could have been spending with our son. That's, so yeah, if you can stay home and watch something.
Sorry, she put that on you.
No, I agree. I agreed with it. But yeah, go ahead. We're going to get into spoilers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us. So, all right, we all know about the end. It's 5 minutes.
Well, let's do order.
Okay, great.
Yeah, let's not spend on the end and then go backwards. Let's do an order. So when did the movie shift for you?
When they get back from after Spike's first trip out and his dad starts like lying to everybody about how successful he was, and Spike's kind of like disillusioned and he's like, what are you, and then he sees his dad cheating on his mom and then confronts him about it, hits it like when that starts to turn, I was like, oh, okay. Because when they were first out there, I was like thinking predictably, okay, the dad's gonna sacrifice himself, the son's gonna go back by himself
or
and feel
just
guilty
like they're gonna
and
get stuck in the shit or
he's
blah blah blah.
Yeah, or his dad's gonna they're gonna get separated, he's gonna run back and then sneak out to go save his dad. I was like thinking of all like the predictable things. I was like, oh, this is different than what I thought. He's basically saying, fuck you, dad, I'm gonna go get mom help because mom's really sick and I'm gonna take her to the mainland like you showed me. And yeah, so once they got back and the party started and Spike started realizing his dad was just kind of putting this on him without really seeing how he was feeling about it all and like listening to him. Once he started, that's when I was like, oh, okay, this is a different movie than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah
And the stuff with the village, it was interesting, but again, it was kind of like this is all really good homework. How does it move the plot? Are these people doing something? Is this like they kept showing the masks? I'm like, okay, what does that mean for them? These are all fascinating things, but they were just like presented as just vibes. And it's like, I'm here to be told a story. And everything you've told me so far is the same exact plot mechanics of every single other piece of undead infected media right now that you started 23 fucking years ago. So like, why are we here? And then that's when it was just like, oh, this is the movie. Now this is the movie.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I was also like, well, I wish it wasn't 40 minutes in.
Right.
But all right. And then I was happy with it. Like, give me more of him little adventures. But anyway, yeah, when he takes his mom.
Yeah.
When he goes on a sojourn with his mom.
He burns down their supplies so that he can sneak out.
That's when the movie started being more interesting. But when the movie became just holy shit for me was the childbirth sequence.
As soon as we saw that pregnant infected woman, I was like, oh no.
Which
like,
again, we've gotten before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
It was an infected baby.
Oh, because she was infected. Yeah.
She was
the opposite.
Infected and gave birth to an infected baby.
Yeah, but this one's not infected.
This was.
But like that's new though. That's new about it. And like the idea of, here's the thing. We have seen somebody have a baby, the baby's infected. We've never, these aren't undead. These are just people with conditions that have evolved over the last 25 years. And can they, because we see earlier in the movie too, that there is a child that's like sluggish and he doesn't kill it.
He doesn't kill the child.
So that tells us like, oh, they are procreating.
Yeah.
Interesting. But are they born not infected? And then, as soon as you nurse them, it's fluids, they're infected. So like this whole scenario of born pure, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then also just the whole sequence in general of like the mom bracing with her. I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then
that was a really good
from
scene.
then on, I was just like, this is a much better movie than was advertised.
Yeah.
Because as advertised, it was just like returning to the shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But this and I think in other interviews too, Danny Boyle has said something along the lines of like, yeah, they didn't really want us to advertise it as a mom and son emotional journey, just so that wasn't really in the trailer. So I was like, good.
Yeah.
because this movie's better. And if you tricked a bunch of horror hounds to go see this, like emotionally resonant movie about the importance of saying goodbye and life and death,
That
they
whole
wouldn't have done it. Yeah. But what did you think was fast about?
Just going from I'm doing everything I can in my power to protect my mom to you've now drugged me and given me my mom's bleached skull to put on the pile. It's just like he accepts that for my taste way too quickly. If they had been there at least several days, it's literally overnight where we're introduced to Ralph Fiennes' character. He puts the skull up. He watches the whole cleansing process and then puts the skull up. And now it's like, oh, the very next morning is, oh, this is my mother who was just alive last I saw her. And I have her skull to put onto this monument. And it just, while I think a very interesting idea, and I love sort of the concept that they're working with there, it just felt very quick for him to emotionally just be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, hand me that skull. I'm going to take it up there. Not my.
I mean, I don't think it was that flippant, but I didn't have a problem with it in the moment because he was raised in a culture that is very, very strict, binary, in, out, yes, no, dead, alive. All of it is. And
that's a good point.
if anything, what was aberrant was his refusal to let her just die. So he went to go take her. That was the last ditch effort. And then that last ditch effort explained to him with her help, this is the end and can't. So like that was difficult. But then yes, the drugs probably helped. Too.
Yeah. That's what I said to Sushan. I was like, well, he did
get
drugged. He did get drugged.
So like it didn't bother me. And also too, like it was very, very wishy-washy too about like how much time was spent. Like I know it feels like only one day, but I think it was like 2 because it was the full day they were there. And then he does tests. Was that all the same night?
Yeah.
I thought so, but maybe
in the way I watched it, yeah. In the editing, yes. Right? Maybe it was several nights or something.
I did see somebody
scenes.
I did see somebody complain that like, oh, but they were, when the dad and him went out, it was all trouble. But when he goes out with his mom, they're able to go quickly. But then the retort to that was, he went out with his dad explicitly to go get his first kill and find them.
Yeah. That's when he's actively
not just
avoiding them.
avoid them. Yeah.
I also had a little bit of trouble, and again, this is just horror movie stupid decisions. Also, he's a kid.
Yeah.
But it's my dad is lying about how shitty I am at killing these things. Tomorrow, I'm going to take my mother by myself. Which I also was like, oh,
what precipitates that decision though is he believes the dad wants her to die or is waiting for her to die. He explicitly says that. So it's less of a irrational reaction and more of a desperate reaction. Yeah, because usually in horror movies they make kids do irrational shit.
Yeah,
they never really do the work of making them feel desperate to do the shit.
Yeah,
and this movie made him feel desperate.
Yeah,
as opposed to just I'm not going to follow rules.
Yeah,
which is always petulant and shitty.
Also, by the way, this movie starts off with saying "fuck them kids."
Yeah,
there's a whole room.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This kid's got 8.
That was crazy. Watching
and
Teletubbies.
No crumbs.
Nice.
On God.
Oh, those infected.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
On God. Yes.
It's never going away.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much I loved. This is a new stance for me.
Whoa.
The whole memento mori.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite sayings. It's why I have a death head moth on my thigh, and why I might the flip side of memento mori is memento vivere, like remember you must live. So I might get a butterfly on my other leg. Anyway, that's
what
just
does he say in the movie?
Memento moris.
Remember
you must love.
You must love, or you are loved.
You are something. I think it's must love, but maybe you are loved. I forget what he says, but oh my God, I love that. And then just the whole. As she's getting ready to go die, she's walking through all the bones, and it's just so like
visually
appealing.
What a set!
And just like, oh my God, it was so beautifully shot. And she just like, she was fully in the memento mori. Like, remember, you must die. I'm like, she's all right. I'm doing it. I lived. I'm dying. Like, oh my God. Like her accepting it.
She's great, by the way.
Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer.
So good.
Yeah. What is that show?
Killing Eve.
Killing Eve. Yeah. She's super fun in that.
There was a lot of really wonderful like story shortcuts that were just done really, really well.
Mhm.
Like the way that they explained how that's just it. They didn't explain how the place worked. They just showed you how the
Yes.
place worked.
Yeah.
Then also too, I love the little pieces of lore in so much as like, so they're in a quarantined island. Other countries that don't have infected take turns patrolling the borders and quarantining the island, and everything's fine out there.
Yeah.
They've got cell phones. They've got plastic surgery. They've got
Mhm.
fucking
Yep.
social media. They don't care. And seeing that kind of peek into this,
Mhm.
and the kid has no frame of reference.
What's
But then
wrong with her
also,
face?
all of these
That was so
adults
funny.
too, they're our age, so their frames of reference are 25 years ago. So how would you evolve in a vacuum from 25 years ago, which leads into the end of the movie?
Jimmy.
Okay, yeah.
The Jimmies.
Okay, I got who Jimmy was. The kid from the beginning.
So we're
Yes.
led to believe.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
the kid from
With
the beginning.
With the
Yeah.
cross.
Watching Teletubbies.
Watching Teletubbies. He's the one kid that survives that room.
Mhm.
So the Jimmy reference, it's very, very British. There's a TV personality very popular in the 60s throughout the 2000s called Jimmy Savile. He was a television host.
Okay.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Like
Yeah.
he was the big deal, blonde tracksuit. Yeah.
Bad
In-
bangs.
In 2012, it was found
After he
out
died.
after he died, revealed that he was also a serial pedophile and sexual predator, and used all of that clout to predate and victimize children and women and adults over the course of like 30 years.
Yeah.
So
I've heard the name. I didn't know all that.
He looks exactly like how Jimmy looks.
well,
at the end of this movie.
yeah, very British,
Oh my God.
very blonde hair, crunked up teeth. He very
There he is.
British. Yeah. There you go. So
oh my God.
in 2002, let's say that's when the frames of references go away. A television hero is Jimmy Savile, somebody who fights poverty and fights injustices. Yeah. Also, if you think about it, let's say they're all kids.
Mhm.
What's on TV that is action oriented? Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Kung fu shows, cartoons.
Yeah.
So when the movie turns into this like weird doing flips and dressed up in tracksuits and karate chopping people, it's like, well, you're just Arrested Development idiots who
Yeah.
only trained themselves off of pop culture from 20 years ago.
Yeah, and he's also
Yeah.
the main Jimmy's also wearing a tiara like the Teletubbies that they're
Yeah.
watching in the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
It's just so on the nose and weird. The only problem I have with it is that it's just such a tonal shift because that very ending of him facing down against a couple of infected, it really could just fade to black right there. Because the boy is on a sojourn. He's on a journey.
Yeah.
And he sees a struggle. Cliffhanger. We're good.
Yep.
And then you can come back and do the weird Jimmy shit.
Yes.
But to just have it end on the Jimmy shit that breaks into that moment that's like, it's Jamie crying in the water, screaming for his son, cut to his son running out of arrows, cut to him trying to run through water, and it's just like an emotional crescendo, and then it's just like, oi,
Hey.
Yeah.
pop music and
Yeah.
weird Dutch angles and flipping.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, man.
I remember, so I saw on TikTok somebody said, it wasn't a huge spoiler, but they said like, you're not ready for the tonal shift of 28 years later. And that's like all they said in the TikTok. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm like watching the movie and I'm waiting for the tonal shift. And I like could feel we're getting to the end of the movie. And I was like,
What are they talking about?
what are they talking about?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, maybe maybe Spike dies because it looks like he was about to get cornered. And I was like, is that a tonal shift though? And then it happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, Jack O'Connell, the Irish vampire in Sinners.
I was
Yep.
informed about that last
Yep.
night because I went right after I saw the movie. I drove to JD's house to go watch Sinners.
Yeah.
So-
My problem with it is not all these references. You know, everyone's just like, oh, but it's a reference and it's this and it's that. And it's like, okay, that's fine. It's in a different movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. It feels so jarring.
Didn't ruin it for me though.
No.
No.
It took my focus away from the rest of the movie to such an extent that I had to remind myself, oh no, there was stuff in there I like too. There's just all I could think about was like, what was that? It's got to be something. There has to be a reason for it.
I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like,
I'm kind of with you. I carried water for it though too because I've seen so many things that these guys have made before,
Yeah.
and it's just also too the movie subtly kind of leads you into tonal shifts. They do a lot of like quick cuts to old media. And,
Wait, the beginning, yes.
the
The chanting and the song.
The movie a couple times
Yeah.
too of like, you know, like when they're defending the gates, they'll show like an old Errol Flynn movie.
Yeah.
But like they've been playing with these little kind of flourishes, and then all of a sudden it kind of, and it's almost like it's been again, this is like thinking about it afterwards, it just starts to kind of jive more. It's like slow simmering in the background and you're not focused on it, and then all of a sudden it focuses on that like multimedia part of it in the beginning in a weird way, and you're like, this doesn't belong. But in hindsight, like, oh, that was there the whole fucking time.
yeah.
Even there was graffiti everywhere too about, you know, Jimmy and look out for Jimmy and Jimmy's coming for you kind of shit. I'm just like, my question is Jimmy good or bad?
Right.
But I don't know.
He doesn't seem good.
Doesn't seem great.
He thinks he's the good guy though.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That's interesting. So this was a proposed trilogy. The first two movies are filmed and done. 28 years later, The Bone Temple comes out in January.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And it's actually like 28 weeks from now. Like last week, they were like 28 weeks from now.
Cute. That's cute.
Directed by Nia DaCosta, who did The Marvels and the Candyman remake.
Oh.
Or requel?
Yeah.
Requel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it filmed kind of overlapped concurrent at the same time as this because I think they use a bit of the same cast and pieces. I don't know if it's a sidequel or a direct sequel because they could do a bunch of stuff, right? It's called The Bone Temple. It could just be all Rafe Fiennes for all we fucking know at the same time or before. At the same time or before this movie even happened. I don't know if it's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see what's his name in the movie?
Alfie Williams.
Yeah, that's the actor's name.
I believe.
What's the kid's name?
Spike?
Spike.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Spike whatsoever until like the end of the movie or something. Like it's just its own thing. I'm excited. It's weird. It should have been a mid-credit sequence.
I'm
but
curious.
Still.
I don't know if I'm excited anymore. I was excited for this, and just, you know, this being the third movie, and then just deciding to make a cartoon at the end just really threw me off. There's a lot of stuff in here that I do like, but if I'm in store for more of the last 3 minutes of this movie in the next movie, I don't know if I care that much.
I don't think the next movie is that. I think that's that aspect of it. It'd be the same thing as like if I didn't want to see more of Cult Town. I don't think that's going to be a big part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
But they're so weird enough. I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Like I want to know what the hell happened to
I mean,
Jimmy
I'm
that made
going
him
to
like that.
watch it, but I'm not actively like, you're going to make me do it. But I'm not like, oh man, I can't wait for the next 28 years later film. Yeah.
Love Nia. I'm excited.
Yeah. Great.
First one was awesome.
Yeah, it will never not be awesome.
So good. So yeah.
It will never not be awesome, and I do think that this movie is a worthy follow-up in so much as it is technologically just guerrilla and fun. They had something that they wanted to say and actually did, even if it didn't jive with the normal tropes, which I appreciated. And it genuinely surprised me, whether that's good or bad. And that shit does not happen often in the theater, you know?
In retrospect, I would have preferred just to keep it with 28 Days Later. I don't think we needed any sequels. I don't think any of these. I just don't think any of these movies have done anything that is new and interesting enough to what's the word?
Warrant
or or even just reach the level of the original. But I also think that about The Matrix.
I mean, that's true though for The Matrix. But I think that the whole middle of this movie does warrant revisiting this world. That just idea of how you process and create memorials, I think is
Really cool ideas.
I think that sequence of events is worth this visit. I also don't know because I know that this is part of a larger story that they set out to tell at the very onset of this one. I don't know if I'm ready to say it's not worth revisiting yet because they have left things on the floor still, right? But I may.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, if it just goes back to being like I guess we didn't really need to do that. But then the indication in this one of how thoughtful and surprising I found the whole middle, I do think that they have something to say. And we just don't know it all yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to find
We'll find out.
I'm excited to find out too. But after it all, we'll have another conversation and I might just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
20 days later was where this should go. Yeah. But then
Hi.
compare this to other legacy sequels.
Yeah.
This actually did something different as opposed to like Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Sure.
Which,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these legacy sequels are so concerned almost with
I didn't even consider this a legacy sequel, but it is. It's 100%.
repeating the same beats over and over again, which is again why I thought the first chunk was just like, okay, we're doing the same thing we're doing. It's just a couple years later. Who cares? Why bother and just make something else? But they actually decided to do something different. And that carries a lot of water with me. You know, what's another legacy sequel that's just like, oh, the same movie. Cool.
Most of them.
Terminator Dark Fate.
Yeah.
They literally start the movie with negating the second one. Like just to repeat the same beats with a different character. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com and let us know what you thought of 28 Years Later, or if you just want to chat about 28 Days Later. Because it's the best. So good.
Speaking of Terminator, next week we're going to be talking about Terminator 2. I'm sorry, Megan 2?
Megan 2. Mithrigan 2.
Mithrigan 2.0.
Yeah. You're not excited about that.
I think the movie will be fun. I just think the commercials are cringe as fuck. I also, if I remember correctly, we'll go back and look. No, we won't. But if I remember correctly, my impression of the first one was I wish it was more of one thing as opposed to like four things. Like, I have to compare it to Chucky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And those movies.
Oh, I watched that again recently.
The first?
Child's Play. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. It leans hard into we are a horror movie.
Yeah.
Then the subsequent sequels went a little crazy and then he just becomes a character. This one didn't want to do. It's like the first Mithrigan just speed rounds that and goes dumb before I was creeped out. And it's not even like a full-fledged dumb. It's just kind of like a dumbish. I wanted more creepy, and then we'll go hammy. But it went hammy too fast and didn't earn it.
That's because bring back Chucky, says Pink. Oh, by the way, before we split, I have an email from Pink. I consider Mithrigan just a kind of a horror comedy.
Yeah.
As opposed to something that, like, Child's Play is a horror movie. Yeah.
And then
but this one
become horror comedies.
Feels like it's not supposed to be a horror movie. It's supposed to be a horror comedy.
But at the same token, too, it's like nerfed. It's a PG-13 movie that, like, I wanted them. I personally would have enjoyed it more if they went full tilt.
Gotcha.
Show me crazy, be insane. As I'm used to trauma movies and stuff that just like wear it on their sleeve and get gross. And it just kept feeling like it was a little toothless.
Yeah.
Even though
I still haven't seen the remake.
Even though it was charming and I love the idea of it, it's just the first movie was a little toothless. And I even after that watched the director's cut.
Oh.
And it was nothing. All they did was show like some blood splatter when she killed Ronnie Chang. That's it.
I hate that. Don't do that.
And I'm like, and this one is a PG-13 also, but it seems as though they went full dumb. And I appreciate that. I want to see it.
Pink texted me, I'm listening in my car, but trapped in a horrific traffic jam. I won't be able to participate in chat, although there she is. You guys didn't yuck my yum, just bled it. Bleh.
Oh,
bleh.
What is it?
Well,
That's like bleh, apostrophe D. Bleh. Bleh.
Well, we're going to send her my email.
Bring back Chucky. He should have launched the nukes at the end of the series.
It's such a good show.
I have never finished the series.
It's so good.
Yeah. All right, we did it.
We did it.
28 years later.
We'll see you next week for Mithrigan.
Okay.
I
Megan.
did 3 instead of the 3.
Is there
funny.
a popcorn bucket for her?
Is there a popcorn bucket of her?
For
It's
Mithrigan?
got to be a Megan
There's
popcorn
gotta
bucket.
be.
There is,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
not
not.
do Mithrigan. That's just Megan.
Megan.
There's got to be a popcorn bucket
I
for
can't
Megan.
not do it.
Yeah, you still do Gmail, right? Gmail.
Gmail.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at gmail.com. What do you mean still? I'm literally the only person who's ever done that
Yeah.
in the history of the world. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll talk at you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bleh.
Young John!